What's up, guys? We are live with no camera anywhere to be found. It's coming. Hold.
Holding.
Oh, almost.
It's almost there.
It's trying so hard. We're just here.
Oh, we are almost there.
In the world.
Hey,
Dang
it.
Oh.
Hey, are we there?
We have a camera rolling. I don't know.
Is this live?
Is
this Memorex?
Camera, but it's a camera.
Oh my goodness!
It's here.
Are we there now? Are we switch? We switch cameras.
I don't know.
We switch cameras.
We did. All right, guys. I think we're going old school tonight. I don't think we're going to get the camera to work tonight. We're going to be in dire need of a new camera. I think.
We need a new camera.
That's rough. So we're going old school. It's going to look a little rough tonight. Bear with us.
We apologize. But we have so much to tell you and share with you
all. I know. So I'm going to share this into the Facebook group. As I do that, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button.
Do you see this? We're 4 minutes late.
We're going to need all the help.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to go full screen here for oh, nope, not the full screen I was looking for. Hold on. Just doing crazy things here at the moment.
What are we doing?
We're doing all kinds of things. There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right.
So I'm going to let everyone know that we are live.
All right.
So that they can
we are live.
And our great camera quality here. It's looking pretty good tonight. I like it.
Not so much. We apologize.
Looks beautiful. Gonna have to work on a new camera.
What happens when you're working on a rum budget?
The rum budget goes to the rum most of the time, so we apologize for that. That being said, if you hit the thumbs up, we appreciate that. And if you guys let us know if you're new, let us know in the chat that you're new, where you're from, what you're drinking tonight, whether you're new or not. We want to know what you're drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Even if it's Dolphin on the Rocks, or water and ice, as we like to call it, right? Make sure you let us know, and I'm excited to hang out with you guys tonight. We got some fun rum news.
We do.
We got some exciting things going on in the background here.
We do.
And
there's more.
Other than our crappy camera quality tonight, that we do apologize for, we've got the best rum community in the world hanging out with us.
That's each and every one of you.
That's the part that matters right there. That is the important part, and I'm super excited to be hanging out with you guys. So we're going to check this out here. Greg, am I first? You're first and second once again. Dave C, firsty, almost Dave C coming in there, really close. I love that. Carlos is
Carlos. Hey, Carlos, how you doing, buddy?
I'm heading home, then picking something to drink. Love it, Greg. Love it. Rob, hello, good people. Probably can't stream tonight. Out of town and stuck on an LTE signal, but I picked up a $20 bottle of Baku
5-year. Very nice.
Yeah, great price point. Baku's a really great rum.
Yeah.
We picked up others to do, but we have one review at least of theirs.
Yes,
and then
we do.
We have more on
I think we actually have one
or two.
Yeah.
But we have more rums from them coming here soon.
We do.
Really great. So
and actually, hopefully, we've got some Baku coming to our local liquor store.
Ooh, that would be exciting,
right?
We're working on getting more rum to the local liquor stores, which is all about asking them to bring stuff in.
Yeah.
So we love that. Mark G's in the house. How you doing, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
Love to have you here. Phil, Old Line Spirits whiskey cask finished tonight.
Wow.
Love it, Phil. Oh, I love that. Let's see here. Dark and stormy with Gosling Old Rum tonight, Mark says. I love that. The boys are late again. That happens. We're sorry.
I'm sorry.
When you're drinking rum.
When you're drinking rum, and so just everyone understands this evening, we haven't done this in a very long time.
Yeah, drink rum?
Well,
yes, you are correct.
So
it has been a few days at least for both
so
of us.
We recorded three reviews tonight.
We did record 3 videos tonight.
Yes.
As you can see, I'm stuttering a little bit. Yep. As we haven't done that in a long time.
We have not done that.
So we're running on 3 videos a piece right now, which is very hefty for us. So it's going to be quite the evening tonight. So
it's hard telling what's going to happen.
Whatever. We got my Irish Valentine. How you doing? Welcome.
Hello.
Glad to have you here.
Welcome to the bar.
Some howdies and hays and welcomes. Nice, sexy beginning music, isn't it? It is set the mood for sexy rum. Like, feels good, right? Feels like like outline of the show. I like that. Thank you, Mark. Dave the Axeman Hendricks. Good evening,
What?
all.
Dave's here?
He's here, having a little black cherry rum from Railroad Distillery.
Oh,
tonight.
very
Dave the
nice. He
Axeman
got it in.
is officially gloating about rum we've never had.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Enjoy it, Dave. I'm super excited about it.
We should have Dave actually bring the rum to the bar.
I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, we might have to put Dave on the show. He doesn't want to be on the show.
Come on, Dave.
But, you know, if we can get Dave on here.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell him all
and
about
his
how,
rum. And not just Dave, but and his rum.
And his rum. But also you can tell him how you don't think train engineers do anything. You know? So, good story to tell Dave. I think he'll really appreciate that.
Awkward.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So with all the hellos in here, we're glad to have you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight and bearing with us through the camera issues tonight. We appreciate you. We got some great rum news and just some really fun stuff going on here.
Okay.
I'm going to kick it off with some fun news. Okay?
Some fun news.
Who doesn't love good fun news?
Oh, I love good fun news.
Good fun news. But before we do, I always get ahead of myself. What are you drinking tonight? Because we're drinking the same thing.
We are drinking the same thing, and unfortunately, I really can't tell you.
I'm going to tell him.
You're seriously going to tell them?
No,
wait a minute. Seriously? You're going to tell everybody what we did tonight?
I'm going to tell you what, guys. We just debuted the first episode ever. Well, debuted it. We didn't debut it. We recorded it.
We did. We did record it.
We recorded the first ever
Hopefully
episode
it turns out.
Of Just Drinking Double Fisting. And I think it went well.
I do too. And this from the naysayer. He's like, Royer, we can't do 3 tonight. And I'm like, not with that attitude. We can't.
We did.
Step it up, Robert.
We were
Come
a few
on.
minutes late, but we did get it done.
We got it done.
Pretty impressive.
Do you want to show them?
Yeah, I do. I want to see. This is the double fisting night. We put head to head the Captain Morgan Sweet Chili line versus the Bacardi Mango Chili, which is a very fun fight test. The results you will have to.
It wasn't much of a fight.
We will have to.
You know who won?
Yeah, Captain
Bacardi.
Captain always
Bacardi.
Wins. Captain won. What are you talking
that ship
about?
sank. That ship absolutely sunk.
I was just
it took the cannonballs from Bacardi. Is like.
It was Captain. Captain won.
No.
All right, you guys watch the video and you tell me who you think won.
No.
I think it'll be great. It'll be coming out here soon in the next few weeks, but it is a great set of videos there. We'll have reviews of each and everything, but very fun.
Had a lot of fun.
Video. It was back to the roots of the garage. Felt very garage-like. We should.
Bacardi taught Captain what a cannonball was. Yeah. Is like you're going down. You're going down with that shit.
That's not how I remember it going. I'm just saying. I don't remember that. But we got it into a little bit of a cocktail mixer tonight with some squirt, which is great. We don't
yes. So my wife actually came up with a little cocktail that we enjoy quite a little bit.
Quite a little bit.
Quite a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Quite a little bit.
A little bit.
Quite a little bit.
100%.
And so yeah, we use that for the comparison.
Yeah. John, mango always wins with spicy. That doesn't surprise me, John, because you're kind of a sweet rum drinker, and the mango being a sweeter version.
Are we talking about the same John?
I get that, John. That makes a lot of sense for you.
Are we talking about the same John?
I, however, liking more heated and spicier
John?
cocktails.
I believe that's John Hasbrook from Just Rum.
This guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, this isn't a guy. This is a sign. It's true.
Technicalities.
I'm just saying.
Oh
just
trying to point that's how you're going to be tonight.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued this is what you're
both
doing.
Flavors. The head-to-head is great. You guys are going to love it. It's a very fun breakdown of everything.
We had fun doing it.
And we had a lot of fun doing it. And now we have the first episode of Just Drinking Double Fisting.
Yes.
Which I think is going to
be we did a
very relatable, I feel like, in the Midwest.
So we did a review on Bacardi. And then we did a review on the Bacardi. And then we did a comparison to them both.
Did you say we did a review on the Bacardi and we did a review on the Bacardi and we reviewed?
No, I said we did a.
You did.
It's recorded.
Yeah,
it is recorded.
All right.
I said
11:26. Did he not just say Bacardi twice? I'm pretty positive.
Well, I might have said Bacardi twice, but I said we did. Okay, maybe I did.
Yeah, we did the review on the Bacardi, and then surprise,
we did the review on the Bacardi,
and then we compared them.
And you know who won?
That's what he just,
Bacardi.
You know who won that battle? Bacardi did. Crazy. Who saw it coming? I sure didn't. Crazy. I'm pretty positive that is what you just
Oh,
said.
you're such an ass.
I'm just telling you. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. Good God. Okay.
That is not what I said.
Listen, guys, I've got some
Oh
debuting
my
news
God.
here. I want to share with you all.
Okay.
It is automatic. It is supersonic. It is hypnotic.
Oh my goodness.
It is funky fresh. Okay. Sierra meets up with fans at Costco. Okay, which we don't have, right? We have a Sam's Club.
We do not.
Which is sad.
Oh
I
my
think Costco
God.
looks great, but we don't have one. For her launch of her new limited edition rum. She's selling it at Costco.
No, she does the 10-1,
10 to 1.
Right?
10 to 1 is in Costco. What are we doing, Sam's
Why is
Club?
that not in Sam's?
Why do we not figure this out, Sam's? What, like, get Bruno Mars's rum in or something. Let's go head to head here, okay? But Sierra's at Costco.
I feel like Walmart.
At Culver
Sam's
City,
is-
California. So she is debuting her new recently launched, get this, 10 to 1 Oloroso Sherry Cask Select Rum.
Jeez.
Sounds pretty awesome.
It does.
Sounds pretty awesome. It does.
What-
Sounds pretty incredible.
Okay, so where's the closest Costco that we have?
Cedar Rapids.
Is it?
Yep.
You already looked?
Yep.
Okay.
Cedar Rapids is the closest Costco. It's about an hour out, right?
Greg?
Great, go to Costco.
Yep.
Get Sierra's new limited edition rum. It's
Yep.
limited. Oloroso Sherry Cask Select Rum.
Pick up 2.
Pick up all of them. Just buy the whole thing. Everything Costco has. That's what we do. Okay?
If we had a Costco.
If we had a Costco, we do that elsewhere. But if we had a
Yeah.
Costco, right?
We have done that elsewhere with other stuff, yes.
Just saying. But it looks absolutely
problem,
awesome. I
it's
think
passion.
that'll be a very fun rum. We'll try to get our hands on it. I think
Yes.
that'll be pretty cool.
That sounds very, very intriguing.
I thought so,
I'm
too.
very intrigued by that. I would love to experience
10 to
that.
1 does some really great things.
They
They've been
do.
at several rum festivals.
You know,
They've been growing. I think they're doing good stuff.
You know, I mean, sometimes, these celebrity rums,
Yeah.
are really more involved about the celebrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Or they're just kind of made for like a party rum kind of aspect. 10
Yeah.
to 1 is very back to the roots.
It is.
It's not a party rum.
It's more back to the roots than most of
They do a great job.
not all, but most of the celebrity rums,
Yeah.
right?
They do a great job.
Yeah, they do. They do a very good. You're just trying to get her on the show.
She should be on the show. I don't know why she's not.
So if
Okay.
anybody out there knows her, please forward our video.
Obviously, she's going to watch it.
Right.
Mark says he enjoys spicy cocktails. You're definitely going to want to check out these videos.
Oh yeah.
Mark G says Sierra and Bruno Mars next edition of Just Drinking Double Fisting.
Oh, wouldn't that be great if we could have them on the show,
Would be great. Be great. We'll do it.
battling it out?
Uh,
Oh yeah.
The Costco, Greg says the Costco in Coralville is closer to Iowa City. It is Coralville. Yeah, Costco. I passed it a few times. So I knew it was over there, in that general neck of the woods. So a little over an hour, probably about an hour and 15. Okay. Closest Costco, Coralville. Talking. Okay. So yeah, we don't have one close by, needless to
No,
say.
we don't.
No.
But Greg does.
But Greg does. Greg can get over there. So 10 to 1 had a sherry cast before. I wonder how different this one is. Ready, set, rum.
What?
What's up?
Johnny's here?
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, man.
I'll tell you what, guys.
What's going on?
I saw a great video from
Holy
Johnny.
crap.
I love that he's here. I will always give shout outs where shout outs are due.
Damn straight.
I watch
man.
everybody's videos, by the way.
Yeah,
And Johnny,
definitely check out Ready, Set, Rum.
So-
Another fantastic rum review channel right there.
Absolutely.
He
Johnny,
will not disappoint.
We're doing
Yes,
this.
we are still doing this.
Boost that
I'm so
ego.
excited that he's here.
Boost it.
It's like, welcome to the bar.
Boost it.
Oh, man.
Johnny's great.
He is. He's fantastic,
So he
man.
just did a video on Ready, Set, Rum not too long ago, highlighting the Navy Strength from Plain Array. And I loved it. I watched the whole thing. Thought it was really great.
Yeah.
I love his breakdown of getting more of a regular rum to drink because he's always buying these premium, super expensive, put it
Yeah.
on the shelf and never open it rums,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Which we don't do here. You try.
I try.
You try.
I was gonna
I
say
don't allow it.
It's not like I don't try.
I don't allow
You
it.
know, we spend the
We
money.
open everything.
We spend the money. I've got a few hidden back there. I'm like,
Very few. Yeah, very
it's like,
few rums.
no, we're not doing that one tonight.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the mood to do that one tonight.
Yeah.
No, I'm just not feeling that one tonight.
So he made me break out the Bacardi and Captain tonight.
I
He
did.
didn't want me to open anything
Something
special.
more affordable for everyone.
But it was such a good breakdown. I love watching Johnny's videos. He's got such a great palate. He's got such a good insight into lots
He
of
does,
stuff.
and he's so knowledgeable.
I love Ready Set Rum.
It's like-
It's a great place to find some
So glad that
excellent knowledge on rums.
I feel honored that
a lot
he's
of
here.
premium rums.
I feel honored that he's here tonight.
I do too.
Oh my God.
Also, Johnny, we don't remember what in the world is in these.
Yeah.
Because
So
you sent these.
yes.
I'm pretty sure we paid for these.
Yeah.
It's Appleton something.
Yes, it's the Appleton.
But we never got around
experience
to it. So if you ever get around to messaging us, we still got them. We've never opened them.
Yeah, we never opened them.
We don't even remember what they are.
It's been a while. We've been a little busy. So message us and let us know what that might be. I do remember it was Appleton.
Maybe you need to join us and walk us through it.
It was like their high end stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe we could have him join us on a rum club.
He does. He needs to join us. John needs to join. I think we need to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. Let's see here. Let's see. Got some hellos. Dave says, get Brittany to pick it up. She's in North Liberty. I should. See, I got connections. I need to go. Does she have a Costco
I don't know
membership?
who Brittany is.
Yeah. You don't know who Brittany is? She was just at your house. Like,
oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. For crap's sake, I've been drinking a little freaking rum.
Wow.
Like
this guy over here. Yeah, they came to my house like 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Who was that again?
I don't remember. I'm just drinking rum.
My God.
I just live here for the rum.
All right.
This guy.
Very, very well said.
This guy. Good evening, rum people. David.
Hey.
How you doing, David? We're glad to have you here. We got some good helps going on here. Let's get up to load up on rums before tariff hits. I got baby. Appleton Estate 8 years today. There you go. So the tariff's happening, right? I'm gonna just skip over to that, by the way.
You have a news article about the tariffs?
So the tariffs, there's a global 10% tariff, by the way. I don't know if you knew that one was added in there, but there's a global 10% tariff going up.
Okay.
This is going to affect alcohol in a big way. And with rum really being mostly outside of the United States in its entirety, outside of the...
Not completely,
but...
not completely.
All the craft distillers, we have a lot of craft distilling. We got some bigger distillers, not very many.
Although, I do ponder, some of the cane molasses coming in is not necessarily done here in the States. So I do ponder... what kind of tariff is going to be on that, and how does that going to affect everything else are for the things that are literally made here in the States?
I think rum's going to see it pretty good. I think the cheap rums that
just makes me want to have a drink.
Be a little bit tougher. I think it just makes me want to drink more. Now is a great time to stock up. Tariffs are going to affect things. They're going to get a little bit more expensive, which is not what we want to hear. We don't want to see things get more expensive. We want them to be affordable. Unfortunately, I think this one's going to hit every market of alcohol because everybody's getting ingredients and distilling elsewhere.
Although, if you are looking for those tariff-free rums here in the States, I'm going to recommend a few to you right now.
Here it comes.
That is going to be topping off with a Just Rum and Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum and Cooliana and Star Union out of Peru, Illinois. Right?
We got Siesta Key over there.
We do have Siesta Key right here.
Yeah.
We also have Everglades White Lightning.
Bamboo Spirits.
It's
a good one.
Right? Right here.
One. Absolutely. I love that.
All these will keep your cocktails a-flowing.
I love it. We got good stuff here too. So just keep an eye on that. I definitely think that's going to change. Stock up while you can. I think it's a good idea. That
is the 17-year legend.
17-year legend, Appleton.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting us know. We definitely forgot what it was. We've had it for a very long time and never opened it.
See, he was smart and he did a review right away.
Yeah, of course he did.
I
wanted to do it with him.
Well,
I wanted to know. I
wonder if he has any left. Maybe we could do something together.
Yeah, I think we need to do something together.
That would be awesome.
I want Johnny's insight on this. This is new experience for us.
Because
Johnny,
that was a very expensive bottle. I do remember that.
Johnny, did you get to try that really, really expensive bottle of Appleton at Miami Rum Renaissance this last year? It was the $10,000 bottle. that was really crazy. I forget, was it a Legacy or something, Distiller or something?
I do not remember, but I do remember seeing him there.
Yeah, I know.
He was there.
But that one was like a $10,000 bottle. It auctioned last at like $10,000, and they had a sampling.
What?
Of it.
And we don't have one?
Oh, I can't believe it. It's crazy when we don't have one. I don't know what's going on. Johnny's in. He will join. Okay, let's do it. I think that'd be great.
Let's do it. Definitely.
That'd be fun.
We will definitely be reaching out to you.
Yeah, Star Union is from Peru, Phil. That's a good
Illinois.
Point. Illinois. Puerto Rico is considered U.S. Hey.
So there you go. There you go.
It's not all bad news. Greg, thanks for the positivity. We do love that. Speaking of new rum that you will have to pay a tariff on, Bahari, the African Rum Collection.
Did you say, what did you say again? Can you slow that down a little bit? Because it sounded like you said Bacardi.
But I didn't, because I said the new rum, Bahari.
A Bahari.
Is an African Rum Collection. The word Bahari means ocean in Swahili, embodying our passion for Africa and its richness. Okay. So we got a whole new brand coming here. I'm going to show you guys the bottle so you can keep an eye out as this becomes available around. This is Bahari. This is a new African rum.
So we've actually had some African rums here before, right?
The
Star.
The Star, right? And they were actually at Miami Rum Renaissance last year as well, which was a really great time. They have a new rum and a new rounded triangle bottle, which I thought was pretty cool.
Right.
It was like rounded on the edges more, which I thought was really neat. But this is a very cool, the Bahari African Rum Collection coming out. I think is a very cool thing. The story begins in Kenya, where two French individuals from Burgundy crossed paths. Their French expertise seamlessly blended with African terroirs, giving birth to the African Rum Collection. Each bottle in our collection is the result of a meticulous exploration of African lands, their unique terroirs, and various distilleries. Bahari reflects the geographical and cultural diversity of the African continent. More than a spirit, our rum invites you to discover Africa's hidden treasures, immerse yourself in its rich history, and celebrate its cultural diversity. Boom.
I got to tell you right now, kudos to whoever put that together, because it does make me want to seek that bottle out. I want to try it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. Like, we need to go buy some right now.
Is there going to be a tariff on that, though?
Yeah. Well, yes. There is. Okay? It's the world we're living in.
It is the world that we are living in.
You know? So, you remember a little while ago, we had a conversation about Hawaii trying to get a bill passed for, like, stuff being able to send in different ways other than the ships, these American flag ships that have to bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So we had this conversation, right?
We did.
So Hawaii Senate Judiciary Committee rejects Spirit's shipping bill, citing risks of underage access and drunk driving. Now, we don't think about this a lot.
Okay.
But online sales of alcohol.
To be fair, we do think about this, because at the end of each one of our videos.
Well, we do. We think about this.
We think about this.
We go through a vetting system,
we consider this.
Right? Like, we
and during our videos, we always advertise 21 years of age or older.
Yeah, we got all the legalities in the rum club, all that.
I mean, stuff, so this is something that we consider.
So, but what they're saying is that because this isn't policed enough, that they're going to have underage individuals shipping rum over to Hawaii, and it's going to increase their excess of drunk driving because of the spirits coming into people who otherwise wouldn't be able to obtain it.
So is that going to Hawaii or from Hawaii?
To Hawaii. Yeah. To Hawaii.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've already got a couple of really good rum distilleries right there.
They do.
Anyhow.
I'm just saying.
So they're doing away with that even thought process, because they're concerned that
they don't want underage drinking and drunk driving.
That
we don't either.
Well, we don't either.
We don't.
But that sounds like BS to me, because I'm just going to tell you right now, because
there's no such thing as underage drinking.
No, there is, and we get that. You know, we definitely 100% get that, and we understand that. And we do not promote that at all, right? But how is that different than any other spirit that they have coming in there? I mean, just because it's on a different ship, this all of a sudden becomes a problem?
Well, it's not. This isn't about the ships directly. This is just a shipping bill. allowing more to be shipped in, right? It's not exactly
sounds
the same.
like it is directly affecting to the ships.
It's not the same.
Now, okay, so pretend for a minute with me.
We'll pretend.
If they had a train track running over there,
that would be a really
and they had
cool
a train running over
That'd be
there.
Sweet.
Would we still be having this conversation?
Absolutely, we would.
Or would we not be having this conversation?
Why isn't there not a train that takes us all the way there
to Hawaii? I know that's a whole nother. That's
not that far. We could put a bridge.
It would take a minute to get there.
Train bridge.
Great.
Can you imagine breaking down in the middle? Son of a gun, guys! We're gonna be here a while.
First time a train has lifeboats on it.
We're in the middle.
Oops.
It's gonna take
we ran out of coal.
It's gonna take about a day and a half for the Coast Guard to get to us.
Oops.
So we're here now.
Bar's open.
No,
my point is, I think this is a shipping thing. I think this is a money thing.
Yeah, well, probably.
This doesn't have. They're hiding this other issue.
You think so?
I do think that
I can understand their conflict with it, though.
I can't. I don't see it, because no matter what, they still have shipping coming in to their ports every single day, guaranteed. Okay, these ships are coming in guaranteed every single day into Hawaii, and many of those ships are bringing in alcohol. Okay, so just because the ships are bringing it into Hawaii, how does that relate to underage drinking?
Well, it's just more accessible, is what they're saying. It's just
at the
be more
port.
Accessible.
I mean, do we have a bunch of teenagers running out to help unload the ship?
I'm just saying.
Are they helping unload the ship? Is that what they're doing?
Greg, that's a great point. Royer did not drink until he was 21.
I did not.
Yep, he was very March. 21-year-olds. Yeah, that's how old Royer was.
Yep.
That's how old I was.
Yep.
That's when I started.
Yep. Yep.
Setting good examples.
Yes. Absolutely.
Look no further.
But that's my point. What do we have? These teenagers helping unload the ships?
I don't know all of the details behind it, other than this is a risk factor. I do think it would make it more accessible.
I feel like they're saying this is a risk factor.
That being said,
but in reality, money.
That being said, okay, I do think that people who are going to get it are going to get it one way or another. I do think that there's probably some underlying things here that we can't see. I agree with that. I do agree with that. But I can also understand the approach of Hawaii being a little different than the rest of the United States because
they are.
Because it is such a secluded area.
It is.
That if you up the risk of underage drinking and drunk driving in such a small area, making it more dangerous for such a secluded roads, you don't get options. There's not, how we get to pick 3 options to get to the same place. So, they get 1. Right, like there's one way there.
In many cases, you are 100% correct. In many cases,
right,
on the islands of Hawaii, there is like one road that's going to get you from point A to point B.
Yeah, so I think that's something you got to consider as well. It's a little different. There's no back roads, okay, unless you're hiking.
But I don't understand how that relates to the shipping of alcohol that they're bringing in now. That being said, maybe it has to do with the quantity.
Could be.
Of alcohol that they're bringing in.
Could
that I could better
influx it.
That I could better understand if they're talking about the quantity that they're allowing to import
100%
to their islands. That I understand. If they're strictly referring to this as a shipping issue, that I do not understand.
Yeah, I think you got to bottle it up as something, but that makes sense, right?
Right. I get that does make sense.
Accessibility.
Yeah,
makes sense
that I get.
It's terrific. We just boiled down politics. Royer for president. Run Daddy Royer. I say we make him run. This guy
right here.
Is there an age preference on vice president? I don't even know. I know you got to be 35 for president, but do you have to be a certain age for vice?
I think the president gets to choose.
31-year-old get to make it in there.
Damn
I'm
straight.
running as your vice. Biggest
hell
hype.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the biggest hype man you've ever had. Like,
let's do it.
You're gonna be standing at the podium. Rum Daddy Royer is just gonna be up
free
there.
rum for everyone.
We're gonna make rum the most affordable beverage on the planet. And we're gonna make great initiatives to enhance the barrel selection for premium rums.
I'm going to offer tax breaks for the amount of bottles that you have in your cupboard.
These are straight from the words of the next running president of the United States over here, Rum Daddy Royer. And we're going to make that happen. Okay. And we're also going to bring back rum in barrels at rallies.
And at the White House.
And at the White House.
Damn straight.
There's going to be rum spigots, out of the barrels.
So for all you fine people out there that are going to tour the White House that year.
Rum samples comes with it.
For everyone.
It's a historical tour on
it
how
is.
America
Except
was built.
You got to be 21 years of age or older.
You do? Okay, we'll follow the rules. This sounds like a great idea. I don't see how this goes wrong.
I can't either. I can't possibly imagine.
I can't imagine
how the wheels would fall off that bus.
I love it. The packages require adult signature by the shippers. Great point, John. I 100%. That's how do you if you got to have a signature, how does it stop it?
Right? See, I think John gets what I'm saying, right?
Do all the liquor orders on Curiado require a signature? When I shipped the rum across Canada, I needed to be here to sign for it. Yeah,
yes.
It did for us.
Yes,
we did too.
Yep.
So yes, that was true for them as well. Hawaii has an excessive alcoholism issue. John said. John Crow. So,
yes.
And
I definitely for per capita, I definitely believe that 100%. And I don't have an answer for that. I just don't. That's a very real problem for so many people across the globe. And there is no easy answer for that one. And I do agree with you. I definitely believe that there is probably one of the largest per capita alcoholism problems right there in Hawaii. Because I think part of it is because the lack of opportunities for some individuals there, and with it being so secluded, and it's ironic at the very same time because it's one of the absolutely most beautiful places on earth.
The screensavers look nice. They do.
They do not. They do look nice, but I'll tell you right now, they don't do it justice unless you've seen it in person.
Just letting you know.
And it's so ironic because it's like you live in one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Yeah.
And it's very sad that there is that problem.
Yeah.
And I don't have an answer.
I hear you. Greg says the VP has the same age restriction, so he or she can become president in case needed. So what do we got? It's 2025. She's got a 4-year time. I'm going to be 35 by the next round, aren't I?
Let's do it.
Aren't I?
Let's do it.
That's right.
Put us on the ticket.
Am I mathing that right? I turned 32 this year, so yeah.
We have no money to advertise for ourselves, but put us on the ticket.
I am pretty sure I qualify. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be 35 by next term. Okay? So I think I make it no matter what. Rum Daddy Royer. Okay? Let's get him into office. That's all I'm saying.
You better do it before I retire.
It's going to be good. We'll make some big rum changes. It's going to be the best thing the rum industry has ever seen.
Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Because all of our main focuses are going to be rum related.
Oh, man.
And when we're done taking care of rum and making it the official beverage of America, okay?
We should make a movie like that.
We're going to change it to the Gulf of Rum.
Okay. We digress. Wow.
Oh, okay. We're going to get on a tangent.
You went there.
Here it comes.
You went there.
Here it comes. I like it. I think it'd be great.
Oh my
God. Yeah, it'd be a good name.
Showing
up for a vote. That's all I'm saying. Because so much rum's going to be coming into that Gulf. It's going to be the Gulf of Rum. Okay.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be great.
It's
going to be great. Yeah.
I am just going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just smile and wave at that one.
Awesome. It's gonna be great. Running on a rum party ticket. Yes.
Yeah, baby.
I think this is a great idea. I'm just saying.
Do you think like the news channels would pick up the rum party?
The rum party, if we created it, I bet we could get to the news. I bet we can make it far enough with these guys' help.
That would be crazy.
We have the best rum community in the world.
Oh my
God! With your guys' help, I feel like we could make it to the news at the very least.
That would be hilarious.
You know how they always have a ticket of people who have like 1%, 2% of the vote, whatever. We could make the
my goal would be 4%.
4%. That's big.
That is big.
I
That
just
would
like
be
to
big.
get on the board.
I
1%.
want 4.
I want a piece of the pie.
4 is my favorite number. 4%. That's
4%.
what I want.
We could do it. We could do it. With enough rum.
Oh my God.
We could do it. That's all I'm saying.
Anyhow.
As long as the rum is flowing.
This show has taken a weird turn.
We get some sponsors to sponsor barrels of rum at all the events, and it's going to be a
tell
good
the
time.
truth. Isn't this just kind of like hanging out at the bar with a couple of drunk guys?
Very much so.
It's like,
I mean,
what?
We did 3 videos.
You know,
tonight,
everybody's
guys, so
just kind of sitting back and listening.
It gets a little bit more
it's like
wilder on these evenings when we're doing stuff like this.
Well, especially since we've done 3 reviews.
That's
tonight.
what I just said. You just repeated exactly.
Really?
Swear to God.
I swear to God, we're on the same page.
God. It's like we compared Bacardi with Bacardi tonight, and
we did not do that.
Crazy.
We compared captain with captain.
It's crazy. Did we?
No, I'm messing with you.
It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that I think, I think all the stuff happening right now, all the rules, regulations. I do think that the one thing that does need to happen is I think that accessibility throughout America for American rums should be easier. That is the big thing that I would fight for. You know,
so one of the things,
especially if tariffs are going to play a factor and everything's going to get more expensive. Let's make the alcohol more accessible.
Okay, I'm going to take that a step further. Okay, I'm going to take that a step further. So my thoughts on that, I agree with you. But I'm going to take it one step further. And I'm going to say that there should be tax breaks for those entrepreneurs here located in the States to help promote their businesses and make their businesses a little bit easier to maintain and make profitable so that they can succeed.
I agree.
When you're a struggling business, when you're a craft distiller, for example, because it's not just craft distillers that are involved in this, in my thoughts anyhow. We should make it easier for those entrepreneurs that are trying to make their dreams come true.
I agree.
We should offer some sort of incentive and tax breaks, especially for the American-made products here.
I do agree with that.
Right?
I do.
So, if we're trying to do the tariff thing and all this type of stuff, which is great. And not that I don't love a lot of the imported products that we have that we have come in.
We have so many great craft distillers here in the country.
But we do. And there again, I don't think this limits us to just the craft distillers.
And if we were to open up the state borders to the craft distillers in the United States to be more accessible.
Oh my goodness.
I think that would benefit
everyone.
Everyone within the country as far as accessibility, as far as businesses being able to grow.
Because then you could really truly
all these cool products.
This is one of the things that, if you're a big company like, I don't know, like these guys right here.
Yeah.
They can pretty much buy their way through just about anything.
Like Blue Ox.
They can buy their way through anything. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair, equal trade. I just don't. And I think we need to be able to help out these entrepreneurs a little bit better, give them an advantage that maybe they don't have and they can't afford.
If they can't afford to buy the distribution because distribution's tied up with the big guys, they should at least be able to have online distribution across the states.
That would make them more appealing to those distributors that are thinking, wow, I've heard of these guys. Maybe, you know what, Robert? Maybe we should pick these guys up.
Yeah.
And we should start putting them in some stores and see how they do.
Darn right.
Let's do that.
Ready, Set, Rum says make it easier to skip the 3-tier distribution.
Yeah, baby.
Absolutely. John coming in, great question. See any tariff issues with rums, pricing, expectations? We talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we did.
There is going to be a 10% global tariff. So anything coming out of country, it's going to see at least a 10% bump. At least. Coming from certain areas, it's just going to depend on where it's coming from and what those tariffs are going to look like. We expect to see it all grow. Puerto Rico, as Greg had or Carlos had mentioned, is
part of the United States.
So Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, that stuff shouldn't be affected. United States made isn't going to be affected. Hawaiian, all good. It's just going to be the stuff coming outside of that is going to see
Yep.
some sort of bump, and I expect they're just going to have to build it into the price.
Yes,
I mean, I don't think
agree.
there's any other way around it.
No, I agree.
A lot of stores might be stocking up for at least, you might not see that bump for another 3 to 6 months, as after it takes effect, because people might stock up on stuff and have some inventory for a while to be the lowest price in town for a while.
Yep.
But eventually it's going to run out.
And eventually we will all be paying more for everything.
More. Yep. For all that, everything coming in there, which is why I think you made a great point. And I think the United States craft rums, the border laws for that should be made easier for them to be distributable for everyone. Because I think that would be a really cool thing for us as a country too.
How interesting would it be if there was more of a level playing field? Because there's some big brands out there that take advantage of the fact that this, and they know this is not a level playing field by any stretch of the imagination. It's not about, is my product better than yours? It's about, I can get my product in any store I want and you can't.
Yeah. Makes sense. I remember the slice of pie the distributor took was bigger than the producers in a breakdown Jami did. Yeah.
Yes.
And Jami does a great job getting into stuff.
That's that Ready Set Rum right
really
there.
Great. Ready Set Rum. Make sure you check that out. But so distributors are taking these big portions. They're being paid because they're the ones putting it on the shelf. So they they got a value for that in their shelf space. They're picking that. They're choosing that, and that matters. And so it's made it really tough for the little guy to get his shelf space, which makes it tough. So, I mean, Chris here, this is not a Fed issue, but a state issue. Too many laws that restrict shipping to protect their local producers, which is, again,
I agree. I agree. All I'm saying is that there are certain things that could be done to help on a federal level.
Make it a little easier.
And not
lighten it up.
Not just for rum distillers or craft distillers, but entrepreneurs as a whole.
Here's what I propose, and this isn't all the rules.
So hang on. I'm gonna toss this out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who's all watching.
Yeah.
But I myself actually had
Sierra and Bruno Mars.
Hey Sierra. Hey Bruno. Love your music. Anyhow, big fan. I myself had not, I'm an entrepreneur myself. So I had a business going for about 14 years and damn good product. I mean, you've helped me sell it for a number of years, right?
Yep.
And damn good product. Nothing else like it out there on the market. But it's one of those things, unless people know about it, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows about it. They're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to make that dream come true.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons that we're very passionate about helping out those craft distillers.
That's why we talk about it
and trying to make sense of, let's level that playing field out for those entrepreneurs that are trying to make their dreams come true.
And you guys might see us do, like, you're going to see the video that we've been talking about, the video where Bacardi versus Captain, and we're doing these big name brands. And you might think, well, you guys talk about that, but why are you doing that? Well, that's what helps us get people to get into the community.
Yes, it is.
It helps us reach more people by doing some of those more popular big name products to help bring a little bit more attention to all the other videos. If you look at the ratio of videos from craft distillers to big brands, it is like it is like 9.9 to 0.1.
Yes.
We're doing all these other brands that people don't know about, because that's initially what we want, to connect people with good rum through a good time and be able to help them find these rums that otherwise wouldn't be findable if they didn't come here. So that's what we're trying to do. And because it is so difficult for those distributors. Now, here's what I'm saying. Okay. I thought process here, and this isn't a perfect thought process, but if the Fed were to put some sort of overlaying law that said, if you make American rum to these standards, and it had some sort of specification around the standards of how American rum is made, and if you make it within those specifications, it has an online distribution rule. Maybe you can't get into the States in a distribution level on the stores and whatever, but you can get a shipping distribution, to be sent to however many states or whatever. if it fits these qualifications and everybody can be agreeable to that. Now, I know that would take all 50 states.
So I've got a name for this already.
Oh, this is good. The Rum Daddy Roy Air Bill.
This is called the flag rule. And on every single bottle that this meets these certain stipulations, because I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
You put a little American flag right on your bottle.
Got it. You get the American flag stamp. You earned it. You
get
that stamp.
You get that stamp.
And then you're achievable to be able to ship through the online distribution to the states.
Right. Absolutely, 100%.
And I think that would be really cool. I know that would take a lot of work. I know that's not an easy thing. I say that like it's super easy. You got to get 50 states on board, or at least the majority of states on board. You got to do a lot of things.
And I do agree with Chris. I mean, they're talking about the fact that this is not necessarily a federal issue, but this is a state issue.
State, which is true.
I mean, we live in a controlled state right here.
It's
like, why? Why is it a controlled state? Not really sure.
Oh, they like to control it.
And if you were to ask, the politicians themselves, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm not really sure. It's just always been this way."
Yeah. John knows distribution is not easy from Just Rum. He knows getting distribution.
Same way with all the other craft distillers that we have already mentioned.
Yeah, it's tough for those guys. And,
it is.
Johnny from Ready Set Rum, a direct-to-consumer distribution deal. And a direct-to-consumer distribution deal is exactly what we're proposing.
Yes.
You are able to ship from your warehouse of your distillery across the country.
Yep.
If you meet the specifications and get the stamp that meets the requirements that are set out for American rum.
That flag stamp right there.
You can still make all the unique products you want, get all kinds of crazy for your local area.
Yep.
But you are able to make stuff in a good product way that meets the specification, that makes American rum a certain way, just like all the countries are doing, right? Jamaica's doing it. Barbados does it. If it's going to be called that, we make it an American rum stipulation for an online distribution deal, direct. And I think that's that's the first step.
And it's so funny because we recently had a local liquor store ask us. They came to us and they said, "Hey, can you guys put together a fun rum list that we could try and get in here at the store?" So they asked for 12. I gave them 33. Anyhow.
Short list.
And why wouldn't I, right?
Short list.
So because there's so many good rums out there. So we gave them the list, and they're gonna look into it and they're gonna see what they can do. Now, with us being a controlled state, I'm not sure what they're gonna be able to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Greg says Iowa also limits alcohol to 151 proof, so Stro 160 can't be sold here. I'm not gonna lie, that's not a huge restriction. I don't think most stuff is made above 151.
It's not illegal to have at the bar, is it?
It's so funny because I think that high of proof, it comes up, but it's not super common, right? Like it's very limited. So like I don't think that's the majority thing we're looking at. So like I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with the fact of how limited everything else is because it doesn't meet whatever and they won't allow it in. And so being above 151 is not like my requirement by any means. I think that could be a specification.
I'm just going to say right now, like so many things in our world today and yesterday, you follow the money. It's all about the money, right? And, if somebody's not getting their...
I got to take off for a second, but I got an idea.
Okay, you got
hold with me.
Okay,
I gotta think this out.
Okay, you go think this out, but I'm gonna share my thoughts with everyone out there while you're taking a break. It's always been, when you're watching these murder mysteries or whatever, it's like follow the money. That's who did it. It's typically always about the money. And sometimes I guess in my world, it would be nice if we just did things, because it was the right thing to do, and we're trying to help, some of these companies out. We're trying to help them out, and trying to level that playing field, because there's lots of disadvantages there, for those smaller companies, and it's absolutely true. If you've ever been there and tried to make a huge splash with a product of your own, you understand where I'm coming from, and not everybody has had that opportunity, but I have, and I'll tell you right now, it's not easy, we were fairly successful. I decided to close it down because I just kind of reached that age in my life where I was trying to downsize some things, and I didn't want to be responsible for that business any longer. Yep.
So I came up with an idea. Also, I'm pretty sure my mic has been on mute like all night, by the way. So I'm just yelling into your microphone most of the night. Yeah, I think I figured that out, by the way. I didn't notice that till right now.
Why did you put your mic on mute?
That's why I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it's been on mute like all night.
Drinking again a little bit on the job?
A little bit. Anywho,
my God.
Besides the point. Marchie brought up something that struck something with me. So wouldn't it be great to buy right from the producers?
Oh, hell yeah.
I got a thought. Now imagine, okay, you can buy direct this law. Now you know how you take this a step further? I already know.
Robert, do tell us.
I was built for prohibition, by the way. Like I got this figured out. Okay. So like listen, okay, you put that law into effect, all of a sudden you get QR codes made up that companies that are direct ship is allowed, but they can't have it in their store, but they can have a picture of it with a QR code for ship direct. And then when it's scanned with their specific QR code, they get a kickback for being the one who sold it in their store.
Very nice. I like it.
Right? So now you can have you can get everybody involved in advertising your stuff and whatever.
Not only that, but you're actually saving on the transportation side of things.
Yeah. Because it's just direct. You don't have to worry about stocking it, sending it to a distributor, going out. You're just all direct.
Because a lot of times you're actually paying for somebody to transport it from that distillery
100%.
to that store. And then you go, so everything gets a markup. Everybody's got to have their share of the pie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I like that idea.
Yeah. Johnny, thank you. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I appreciate that. I'd love to get some Just Rum, but it's not available in my state. My state restricts shipping to protect the distilleries, which we have many. We don't grow grapes, so any wines can be shipped.
I got to ask, where are you from?
And you probably told us, by the way.
Yeah. But we've been drinking tonight.
It's hard to keep everything straight. I apologize for that.
Yeah, Chris, whereabouts are you from? Just curious.
Yeah. God, I know. I'm terrible at this. I don't even want to guess. Yeah, but you can't get true Everclear, Greg says. What? I mean, yeah, that's true. I get it, That's what state he was in as well.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's a great idea. I think it'd be really cool. You do a direct ship, and then stores could literally get a QR code.
Vice President, you are coming online.
I'm built for this.
Hot.
I'm built for this. Okay? It's going to be amazing. The alcohol industry is going to be huge when we're in office. It is going to be massive, except for gin. We are going to destroy gin.
Gin. What was that?
It's going to stay exactly the same. We're not going to mess it up for people. What you get is what you get. But we're going to.
It's just not growing.
But everything else is going to get enhanced. It's going to be awesome. Okay. We don't want to grow gin, but everything else is going to get a nice kick up. Okay. It's going to be great for everyone else. It's going to be awesome. And rum's obviously going to get the best.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Definitely.
It's going to be the forefront. Illinois, right? Illinois. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't know Illinois was even like that. I didn't know, is it similar to us?
I mean, no. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, it's funny. Chris, I'm gonna do a shout out now for Star Union. They're out of Peru, Illinois.
Great rum. Great rums.
They do make a fantastic product. They really do.
Yeah.
This is their Navy strength, and this is what Robert would refer to as the Royer share, where this doesn't get
drank because it's at the bottom and he doesn't want to finish it.
Yeah, because I'm savoring it.
So he says I can get it from stores, but not direct from distillers. Okay. I think that, there's a lot of ways to look at this, a lot of things, but like if we just stop looking at this state to state and look at this as a country as a whole.
Yeah.
Can we come together as Americans?
God, I wish
we could. Just agree that we should have accessibility,
Robert,
to all the spirits.
Get on that soapbox, man.
For the American spirit.
Oh yeah.
Together to bring us all the American bald eagle of spirits. I'm telling you what, we come together and put this direct distribution bill into an effect, and we can all ride together as Royer unplugs his American eagle just to bring it out here. This is where we make our stand, okay? as Americans. Okay. I'm here. I'm fired up about it. I think it's a great idea. I don't know why we have to look at our state borders like such thick borders. That's crazy.
I agree.
We're all in the same country. We should all be allowed to drink what everyone here is allowed to drink. I think it's ridiculous. I'm fired up about it. There we go. That's what I got. Make gin from ranch dressing. That's your ticket. I love it. We don't want to ruin ranch. I love it. Let's see here. Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau would control this with the federal cutbacks.
Yeah,
could be a while.
You're talking about the sin tax.
Yeah,
what that used
and
to be.
So
called.
I get that too. Like I know there's a lot of tape. Like I'm not saying this in a retrospect of like this would be easy and like this is just like something we could do like that. Like I know there's a lot of tape. I know this would be a whole thing, but I think if this were to be proposed and get an initial start, I feel like it's something we need to start thinking about. You know, like
somebody does anyhow.
I think so. I mean, I think obviously people who have more power than we do, you know, I think should be at least considering this because not only would it help your entrepreneurs of your country
to try and help
to be able to do stuff and grow and do more amazing things, it would go beyond the distilleries, the grocery stores, the liquor stores. Everybody could get some different accessibility to some things that could enhance everyone's business. Like if you do it right and you choose specifically what you're looking for and have these, even use the QR code idea, I think you could just do some cool things with it.
Yep.
But let's see here. I'm like Royer. I stopped drinking certain rums when it's almost done. Yeah, Johnny, just like Royer.
Yeah, baby.
The Royer share.
Yeah. You get what I'm talking about.
I don't want to finish it.
That's awesome.
I love it. Accessibility is freedom, isn't it? Right, Mark? Ready, set, rum. Freedom rum. Freedom.
Yes.
Free the rum. Free the rum.
Our
rallies are going to be great, by the way.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Freedom rum.
Yeah. I think it's great. Freedom. Free rum.
Maybe we should.
The Krusty Krab is unfair. We need rum for everyone, we declare.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're sticking it to the man.
Wow.
I'm with it.
All right.
I'm with it. Break the walls down. Chris Jericho, let's get it done. I love that. This is really great. This has been a really great rant. I don't get on a soapbox very often.
You know, and you don't. I'm going to do... So Phil just said that Star Union makes some rum or makes some gin too. You know what, Phil? I understand, and I still like Star Union.
Yeah, we still like them. we still think good things about them.
That's okay. I still like them.
We'll allow it. You know, we allow it. You're welcome. Royer is giving out free rum. I'm telling you what, the political party, the rum party, we do a rally. It's definitely going to have free rum.
It be rather than at tax time, instead of getting a refund, you got free rum.
Free rum.
Huh?
Free rum.
Huh?
You know?
Huh?
I'm just saying.
I remember. So back in the early 80s.
Like the 1880s?
No, 1980s.
Oh, okay.
So back in the early 1980s, the country was surprisingly having a tough time of things. Okay, I mean,
it happened.
They
throughout history, we get it. It happens.
And it was kind of interesting that during that period of time, the federal government offered free cheese and butter.
Nice.
If I remember right.
Nice.
They offered free cheese and butter.
Cool plug. That's nice.
To the individuals that were having a tough time making things, you know, making ends meet, right? Paying the bills.
Yeah.
Feeding the family, right? Okay. And so they stepped in and said, "Hey, you know what? We can help you out with some free cheese." And I think it was butter.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
Right?
It's not bad.
I mean,
it's not bad.
And they were big blocks of cheese. I mean, it was like a 5-pound block of cheese.
Nice.
Right?
Which is what I buy every week.
So how would that be if they did like free cheese and butter and rum?
I'm just saying we do a rally. There's going to be free rum involved. Okay. We're
100%.
I mean, there's not going to not be free rum.
If we actually get to that point.
We get to that point.
Yeah.
That's got to be. It's a stipulation. We're not doing it unless everybody's getting free rum.
That's what we're running.
How do you even make a good rally happen without it? I don't even know. I don't want to be at that. I don't want to be at a rally that doesn't do that
rally.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
No rum?
Sure, you can go to that guy's rally, I guess.
Like,
okay. But they don't have free rum. So
you want a free rum rally? Come see us.
Whatever. Exactly. See, I think we're building this on a really good foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure I would vote for me.
John Hasbrock says, fellas, got to run. Got a hot dinner date. Love that. See you next week. Get the law passed so I can give the people what they want. Love it. I love it. We're on it, John.
Baby.
We're going to try.
We're trying.
We're going to try. Enjoy your hot date.
Every Wednesday night, we're trying, John.
Yeah. Splurge for the best. We love it. She's worth it. Can American still be aged in the tropics? That's part of the flavor. See, I think because there's a lot of rules. I'm not going to sit here and say I know what the rules should be.
That's actually a whole nother conversation. Because there's a lot of individuals out there that say, this is not real rum. That's not real rum because it wasn't done this way or it wasn't done that way.
I think there's got to be a committee of people. I think.
Well, we will appoint that committee when we come.
So we'll appoint that committee, right?
When we get into office,
we'll be a part of it. But I also think people like Jami.
Yeah.
I think people like Robert Burr.
Yes, absolutely.
Like these very Greg Hill.
Yes.
Like there's some very smart people out there
definitely
that are in rum that I think should have the say in what American rum should be. They're from here, they live here, they do this. Like this is it should be a community, a committee of things of all angles from everyone. We'll welcome
get
Steve
Steve Jefferson for Cooliana. We'll get Doc Brown himself. We'll get
might be a little swayed if we get the distilleries on the committee. I think we got to keep it above the distilleries because I think they'll sway it whatever way. I think you got to do the rum connoisseurs, the people who are in depth around it.
I think we definitely need to have that committee listen to the distillers.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think they should be allowed to speak their minds on what it is, and we should take all those facts into effect, and we should stipulate what it'll be. Now, I don't know what that'll be because I'm not going to sit here and say this is what American rum should be. That is not my job today. I'm not that drunk. That's not going to happen. Okay. You get me drunk enough, I'll probably tell you what I think American rum should be, but I'm not going to tell you that today.
Not today.
Not happening right now. And I think that you have that stipulation for people. I mean, I think it's a good place to start. And you can still make whatever you want and sell it in your state.
Yeah.
But if you want to be able to have the direct ship law bill, that John pointed out, the Flag Act,
right?
Okay. If you want to meet that specification, you have to meet in these guidelines.
Yes. We can help with that.
I think they still do that. They also did peanut butter, Greg says. Nice.
What are we talking about?
For the free stuff that they get out in the 80s.
Yeah. The peanut butter, yes.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Chris says government cheese. It was actually very good American cheese.
It was.
Okay.
Right?
Love it. Cheese butter, the only thing missing is bacon. Pat. I love it. I love it, Pat. That's awesome. Yeah.
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon.
Can you imagine if they did like free bacon and eggs for everyone?
Free bacon and eggs. I never need to buy groceries again. I'd be set.
Sign me
My
up.
cholesterol will be really high, but I don't need anything else. I'm good. Okay.
Well, Pat, that was actually from Pat. Hey,
from Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Pat, how you doing? Love to have you here.
I missed that. And I wonder if it's the same Pat.
And
because it's kind of a common name.
It is. It is. It's on Facebook though. I think it's Pat. It's on Facebook, so it's from Facebook.
So this is my brother-in-law, Pat.
Yeah. So Pat,
how you doing, buddy?
By the way, you coming? By the way, Riley already gave you the breakdown. By the way, so you got the invite. You got that. Whatever. We'll drink. I got a special cooler set aside for you, bud. Just for you. I already talked to Riley about it. I'm gonna have a special cooler set aside. John Crow, Pirates were ahead of their time. Rum for everyone, and they were. They pioneered it. If it wasn't for rum, Pirates would have ruled the world.
Oh,
that's a great song.
Wow,
right? It's a good song.
Who wrote that?
It's a good song.
Yeah,
if rum wasn't around, Pirates would have ruled the world.
Right.
Doc Brown as Surgeon General.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Hell yeah.
That guy up there on a microphone. That'd be great. What could go wrong? I can't see anything wrong with putting Doc on a mic.
I don't know, Susan.
Hot
hey,
mic.
Susan. I know you're probably watching. You got to let us know. What do you think might go wrong with that?
I love it. Here we go. What's the next one? 2028? Is it 2028? right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or 2029. I don't know. Wait, you took it. What year is this?
What
year are we
How
in?
much have you been drinking tonight?
It's 2025,
oh
right?
My God.
2025, right?
Yes.
So 2029.
Yes, Robert, this is 2025.
So 2029. Is that right? No,
well,
it'd be
the election
or 2028
would be in 2028.
Okay, Rum Daddy Royer, Rum Robin Robert. I don't know. I'm just messing with what you guys have said. I don't really have a nickname.
oh my God.
But we're going there. Okay, 2028. Here we go. I think we got a plan.
It's a good thing nobody watches this channel.
I think we
don't record them.
We got a plan. Okay, we've got an absolute plan. We're feeling thunderous, and I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. You guys are the best rum community in the entire world. If you haven't, check out the links. Join the Rum Club. Come have some fun with us. We obviously love to have fun. Get some rum to your doorstep. Come enjoy it. Limited spots. Go get it.
Mark G is there.
If you haven't
Carlos is there.
If you haven't,
Greg is there.
It's all true.
Oh my goodness.
If you guys haven't already gotten the Peninsula premiums for your cocktails, those links are down below as well. Make sure you check that out. We would love to have you guys in there. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys. With that, Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all.